Welcome to Inver Park in Larne for live Friday night football as the champions welcome Glentoran. Tiernan Lynch's side have certainly found their form in recent weeks, and a victory this evening would take them top of the table for 24 hours at least. Glentoran hit 5 against Ballymena. They will hope to continue that momentum. The last time these two sides met, there were 12 yellow cards, 6 aside, and some quality goals as well.
Glenn pinning his man, going for goal and finding it. And Whiteman having to watch the bounce of the ball. Andy Ryan's got the better of the young fullback. Forced wide by McCary, but not denied by McCary. It's a glorious goal.
Welcome to Inver Park. Yes, some quality fixtures coming up over the next 24 hours. A North Belfast derby look forward to tomorrow, of course. That game at Solitude between Cliftonville and Crusaders. Coleraine welcome Carrick Rangers. Linfield could go back to the top of the table should Larne win tonight, of course. They take on Ballymena United, and Loughgall face Dungannon Swifts. To another game on tonight. Newry City welcome Glenavon. So let's look at the table. I mentioned that Larne could go top. It's a big if. They have played one game more than Linfield, of course, but they are in a fantastic run of form. 2 points behind David Healy's side, who have that match in hand. Cliftonville in third, followed by Crusaders, who also have a game in hand in fourth. Glentoran and Coleraine make off the rest of the top 6. Fantastic run of form as well for Glenavon. They've been in fantastic form of late. A victory tonight would take them 7th in the table. Alongside me for tonight's game is Crusaders midfielder Philip Lowry. And Philip, on paper, Larne have had 5 victories in a row. How would you characterise what's happened with Tiernan Lynch's side since that defeat against Loughgall?
Look, Thomas, I think it was well documented. Larne maybe didn't have the best start to the season, the way they finished last season, draw with Dungannon, and then that defeat to Loughgall. But sometimes that's what you need. It can be a wake-up call. As you mentioned there, their form since then, I don't think they've lost a game across all competitions. They've won 5 straight in the Sports Direct Premiership, and right now you have to say they're purring.
And let's look at the 2 lineup. It's a settled lineup for Larne, and why not, given that form? So Cosgrove does play in the 3 at the back with Ives on the right, Graham on the left. We've already spoken about Joe Thompson and the impact that he has made this season, but the big team news is up top. Andy Ryan back in the starting lineup after injury. On the flip side, Glentoran have had so many injury problems. A little bit of a makeshift back line. It could well be a slightly different formation than that, potentially even a 3 at the back at times, with Russell on one side and O'Connor on the other. Junior is up top alongside Fisher. The pair were in fine form against Ballymena United last Saturday. What do you want to see from his players?
I think from Warren Feeney's perspective, it's all about getting a good start and keeping it tight for that first 10-15 minutes. We know how strong Larne are at home, their form recently coming into this game.
After 45 minutes, Warren Feeney's side trailed by that Andy Ryan strike.
The more you see that, the more you have to say that Glentoran probably feel hard done by there.
So Glentoran 1 down at the break. Warren Feeney, of course, in the dugout for the East Belfast side. It's quite a dynasty that the Feeney family have put together down through the years. Let's find out a little bit more about the past Feeneys and the future Feeneys. Feeney has still got certainly 4 generations of players potentially playing for Northern Ireland. George Feeney on the bench tonight with a big future ahead of him, of course. And Glentoran will feel that you know, had other things gone their way, they could well have had a penalty in this game, Philip. It's certainly what we've been speaking about off camera. But George Feeney, great to see a young player with a big future potentially. A lot of Premier League sides are being mentioned as being interested. Is that a good thing for the Irish League to have 15, 16-year-olds maybe getting a taste of first team action at this stage and then potentially going to England or Scotland or who knows where else in the future?
100% agree. You know, personally, for my own development, you know, playing against men from an early age really stands you in good stead.
They've beaten Cliftonville, Linfield and Coleraine over the past number of weeks. They can now add Glentoran to that list. And with Linfield not playing until tomorrow, David Healy's side do have 2 games in hand now. But Larne, the champions, go top of the table. Philip, with it? Derbies, of course, will love them. The neutral loves to look forward to them. What's it like as a player the night before a derby game?
Yeah, it's very good. And look, they're always brilliant occasions. And, you know, we were royally embarrassed in the previous fixture live on Sky 3-0, and we didn't lay a glove in Cliftonville. So hopefully we'll do a bit better tomorrow. And certainly we're hoping for a game which is just as good as this one, because that was a real good watch. And
just confirmation of tonight's other game, Glenavon with a 3-0 victory at the showgrounds against Newry City. They are up to 7th in the table, also taking place tomorrow. Coleraine welcome Carrick Rangers. I've already mentioned Linfield against Ballymena United, and a late kick-off between Loughgall and Dungannon Swifts. Plenty of football coming up for you over the next couple of days and over the next couple of next week or so. Of course, you can listen to Sports Sound live on Radio Ulster and on BBC Sounds from 2 o'clock tomorrow. I suspect the North Belfast Derby will feature prominently in that programme. And then on Friday, a bumper Friday in 7 days' time, we have for you across BBC Sport Northern Ireland at 4 o'clock. Albania's women take on Northern Ireland in the Women's Nations League. Northern Ireland currently sit 3rd in the table. The Republic of Ireland have already won that group there. That Albania fixture could prove to be pivotal in terms of where Tanya Oxtoby's side end the campaign and figure out if they will have a relegation playoff or promotion playoff or go down into the 3rd tier. Then at 7:30, Glentoran, fresh from the defeat here, Warren Feeney's side will take on their bitter rivals, Linfield at the Oval. 7:30 for that one on the BBC iPlayer and the sports website. But here at Inver Park, Larne have preserved that outstanding home record they have. You have to go all the way back to January for their last defeat here. They have made this place a fortress, but only once in the 100 years of this fixture have they managed back-to-back league victories against Glentoran, and that was tonight. They go top of the table until tomorrow night at least. For everyone here at Inver Park, bye-bye.